Hey leaders, I want to just thank you guys for loving on our kids, and I want to remind you guys about an event this next Tuesday that's coming up. It is going to be a volunteer appreciation night for you guys, so I want to make sure you guys come join us. I'm going to be doing a segment in there. It's going to be a really funny, the whole night is just going to be awesome. I know Ryan Smart has been working really hard on getting this together, and it's a chance for us as staff people to encourage you guys. So I want to encourage you guys to be there. And if you can't be there, like, if that's just gonna blow up your night, then you don't feel like you need to attend. This is all for you guys, to thank you guys. But there are prizes that are gonna be there. I know that there's gonna be some baseball tickets from the elementary department, and the Reds donated them, which is awesome. I know there's gonna be some other stuff that's going on that night that we're gonna try and give away to volunteers. So I just want to make sure that you guys are there, that we can encourage you guys, because we want to really appreciate the stuff that you've done, especially over this last school year. So if you can all be there, make sure you're there. If you didn't get an invitation, let me know. I also want to encourage you guys in this. You guys have been doing an awesome job of volunteering and leading the way that you guys should be, the way that Jesus did, by actually doing something to help kids know about God. But I want to encourage you guys to make sure that you guys are also attending a service every week. And maybe that's not possible for your schedule, but I want to encourage you as much as possible to do that. You know, it's really hard for me as a leader to get down there because a lot of times someone's out or whatever, and so I try and fill in the gap. But if I don't get down there, and if I don't get my heart filled enough, I don't meet with others, I just miss something about that, and I think there's a growth thing. The Bible even has something to say about this. This is Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24. Let us consider how we can stir up one another to love. Let us help one another to do good works, which you guys are definitely doing when you guys are here. But then verse 25 says, let us not give up meeting together. Some are in the habit of doing this. Instead, let us cheer one another up with the words of God. Let us do it all the more as we see the day of Christ approaching. Here's the deal. You guys are definitely being here and you're meeting with us, and I want to encourage you guys to continue doing that, and volunteering is a great way to do that. But I just want you to challenge your heart and say, can I do more? Can I get into church every weekend and come and help out? Because I think that you will see growth in your own relationship with God, and with your closeness with God, and with your closeness with the other Christians. I think there's something really important about us all, the whole church, getting together and being able to encourage one another. So I just want to encourage you guys with that today. Not to say anything to you guys, but look at your heart and just see what God is trying to say to you guys. Hey, this weekend we got a lot of fun things going on. We're going to be talking about Samson with our first and second graders, which he's kind of a terrible guy, but it's going to be a good lesson for them. And then with our older kids, we're going to be talking about what is the Bible, because we want them to understand that this is the book that we go to and why we go to it. That we go to it because it is the most historically accurate book that we've ever seen. You know, we have these older versions of it and these newer versions of it from, you know, they're really still old to us, but from the first century and stuff like that, and then stuff from even older than that. And we look at it, and every time we look at it, we see that it almost always lines up perfectly. Not all the time, but it's always saying the same thing. So we just want to talk about how the Bible is just authoritative and life-bringing to us, and about how really this whole thing is just Jesus coming down, and the story of that, and the story of God interacting with us and getting rid of sin. So I just want to encourage you guys to make sure you're in church and be ready for this weekend. So I will see you around, and make sure to come on Tuesday night. I will be there. Bye.